Hello and welcome to Instablogs Global Report. This is Sukhmani with fresh updates and more citizen voices from all over the world. Stories for the day are: India's commercial hub Mumbai rocked by terror strikes. Brazilian state of Santa Catarina suffers through worst flooding in 50 years. US ambassador to Mexico calls for greater US cooperation in fighting Mexican drug cartels. And Maoist-affiliated workers shut down hotels in Nagarkot. Coordinated terrorist attacks struck the heart of Mumbai on Wednesday night, killing dozens in machine gun and grenade assaults on at least two five-star hotels, the city's largest train station, a movie theatre and a hospital. CJ Anis Sheikh raises doubts over a deteriorating security situation within the country.
This is Anis Sheikh, commercial citizen journalist from Mumbai, reporting on Instablogs. First of all, I'd like to offer my deepest condolences to all those who have suffered the loss of loved ones. 26th November will go into the books as another black day for Mumbai. We have seen a series of terrorist attacks on Mumbai in the recent past, but this is something very ugly. Now they're challenging the government coming in the open. Poses a big question over the security of common man. If the commercial capital of a country is so much vulnerable to terrorist attacks, what can we say about other cities? This episode has shown that the terrorists have a better level of improvement than our security agencies. I'm afraid that we're losing a fight with terrorism. We have failed drastically on this front. I think it's high time the Indian government takes some lessons from America and Israel and chalk out some strong plan of action to deal with terrorism at all levels.
More than 100 people have been killed in the southern Brazilian state of Santa Catarina after 15 weeks of incessant rainfall caused heavy flooding and damage. CJ Celso has more on the rapidly deteriorating flood situation in Santa Catarina.
This is Celso, citizen journalist reporting from Brazil for Instablogs. The state of Santa Catarina is going through the worst flooding in 50 years. After 15 weeks of continuous rain, the level of rivers rose 12 meters and entire cities are covered by the floods. More than 60,000 people are homeless and more than 1 million are without drinking water, electricity and gas because are isolated. In the last 10 days, the situation has worsened rapidly since the absorption capacity of soil water reached the ceiling and small dams are breaking. Other states of federation, as well the military, are sending help. 84 people have died, but the number could be higher because local authorities have not yet accounted the number of missing persons. Forecasts indicate that more rain will keep coming for the next 2 weeks.
The U.S. ambassador to Mexico, Tony Garza, has called upon greater U.S.-Mexican cooperation in taking the challenge of rooting out narcotics-related corruption. CJ Oscar Estrada supports this statement since the United States also happens to be the major consumer of illegal drugs in the region.
This is Oscar Villanueva, citizen journalist reporting from Mexico. Tony Garza, the U.S. ambassador to Mexico, called on the United States to recognize its responsibility in the fight against drug traffickers in Mexico by stating, Mexico will not be the center of the cartel's activities, nor will we be experiencing these levels of violence if it wasn't for the United States, the major consumer of illegal drugs and the principal supplier of arms to the cartels. Garza commended Mexican President Felipe Calderón for some of the measures he has taken to fight organized crime in the country, which include sending thousands of soldiers into the areas where the drug cartels have the tightest hold and making efforts to clean up corruption between the police force and judiciary officials. The truth is, the United States and Mexico must fight organized crime and drug cartels together, or we will fail together.
CPN Maoist-affiliated workers have announced to close down the entire hotels across Nagarkot to press forward their demands, including an increment in monthly salary. CJ Mukunda is convinced the Maoists are resorting to violent tactics to have their demands met.
This is Mukunda, citizen journalist reporting from Nepal on Instablogs. Nagarkot, one of Nepal's important and lovely tourism destination, is now down because of the strike of Maoist-related workers presenting the unpractical demands. Likewise, Monokamana cable car service. Only one cable car service of Nepal, which drives to Monokamana, famous hallowed heritage of Nepal, is also clogged due to the protest by same party. Last week, capital city of Himalaya country, Kathmandu was tensed by the murder of 2 abducted youths by Maoists. These unpopular illustrations of new democratic government led by Maoists after returning back for decade-long violence during the honeymoon period show the savage behavior of head of the government, which is leading themselves to the dungeon of controversy. Expectation of peace has been ruined so far. The ruler protected the criminals and became engaged on internal debates.
If you want your voice to be heard by millions, let Instablogs be your choice. You can contact us at cj@instablogs.com. That's all for today's show. We'll be back with fresh updates and more citizen voices. Till then, it's goodbye from the entire team of Global Report.